everybody doing? Let's give it up for our lovely host, Eva Danielle. So, my name is Angiemae, but you can call me Angela if you're one of them proper speaking folk. I'll answer to either one. I'm a little nervous, I have to be honest with you. This is kind of my first gig, so I was like, what can I do? Because I'm up against some good comedians. I'm like, what can I do to get extra bonus points? And I'm like, well, I can do what we do like down in the South. I said, I can wear me one of them fancy bow ties like I'm going to church or court. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll get real fancy and wear me one of them fancy bow ties, but also it serves as a distraction. It sure does. See, my teeth are a little crooked. That's right. Thank God the judges can't see that, but it looks like I chewed some gravel when I was a little girl. I did not chew no gravel. I didn't. And we just couldn't afford braces when I was a kid. So I thought to myself, now that I'm working as a hospital liaison, maybe I can get me some of them invisible braces. But here's the catcher, folks. I work in mental health. Hospital liaison is just a fancy title. I work in mental health. So it's like constantly doing the Lord's work, and it's invisible raises. So we can't get no invisible braces with invisible raises. And my coworkers came out tonight to support me, and they're like, Angiemae, now honey, we know that you probably won't even get a participation ribbon, but we will come out and support you because we need you to take donations. That's right. So if you'll stand at the back for us with a little box and take some donations, we would greatly appreciate it. We'll come to your show. So tonight I'll be standing back there with a box. You can throw some ramen in there, some of your leftovers, some bubble gum from your purse, whatever you all have, just throw it in the box. So a little bit about me. I am from not around here. I was born and raised in Kentucky. Woo-hoo! Yeah, Kentucky. I tell you what, Kentucky is a place you want to go. Now, I know what y'all thinking. That ain't on my damn bucket list. What the hell are you talking about, Angiemae? It should be. Because when the apocalypse happens, you want to go to some place that's 20 years behind the time. So when the Walking Dead shit stuff happens, and the apocalypse, you want to be in a place where it takes 20 years for it to even happen. That's where you want to be. And I envision myself being back home in Kentucky when this occurs and talk to my best friend, Sarah Lou. Hey, Sarah Lou. Yeah, Angiemae. What do you reckon happened to the rest of the Earth's population? I don't know, honey, but let's have another shot of bourbon and we'll figure this shit out. That's what's going to happen. So if you're going to go to Kentucky, if it's on your bucket list now, if I convinced you, what you need to do is you need to know about some things. The first thing you need to know about is college basketball. Yes, I said college basketball. We do not have any pro things in Kentucky, no pro sports, okay? We barely have one damn Bass Pro Shop in the whole state, okay? So what you want to do is college basketball, there's two rivalries, okay? There's two universities that fight it out, and families will disown each other over this shit. My dad, one time I rooted for the wrong team, and he's like, I'm going to throat punch you and put you in foster care if you ever root for that team again. I'm like, I'm sorry, Daddy. So I never watch basketball anymore. It's a PTSD thing. But if you go, make sure, like if you get invited to a basketball game, you're Kentucky in the end of the world, and you get invited to a basketball game party, bring the alcohol, don't root for any teams, and you won't get cut, okay? The second thing you need to know about is the Kentucky Derby. Woohoo, that just happened recently. Yes, it's a big fucking 2-minute horse race that we party for 2 weeks solid. 2 fucking weeks, we party hard. Remember when I said we were 20 years behind the time? We sure are, because we still do steamboat races in Kentucky, folks, for this race. And it's like two worlds collide, okay? They collide. You have the Kardashians in the stands and Honey Boo Boo's family in the infield. It's crazy shit. But if you're going to go to Kentucky, right, and you're going to go into the infield, you can't go all willy-nilly. You have to train for that kind of shit. And how you train is what I call the Redneck Wine Tour. Yes, it is a bourbon tour. I know some of my coworkers like the hard liquor. You go, all around these bourbon distilleries, and you get wasted. Yes, one or two things are going to happen to you on this redneck wine tour. Number one, you're going to get wasted, have to sleep it off in an empty barrel. Or number two, you're going to die of alcohol poisoning. Those are your two options. But if you can survive the redneck wine tour, you can survive Kentucky, the infield, and the motherfucking end of the world. Thank you, I'm Angiemae.